Hey, welcome to my first request blog. Since this is my first video, I feel some explanation is in order. I'm Snooter, and I do a live stream on Twitch where I do free art requests. I've been doing this on and off for a couple years now, but now I'm in a position to really maintain my streaming schedule and do it reliably. To accompany my stream, I've decided to create these little request blogs to document my progress on everyone's requests. And I'd like to share the experiences of our little community on Twitch with the wider world. So without further ado, let's dive in. So the first thing I started working on was this request of Sally Sillington from one of my longtime viewers, The Living Doodle. Sally is a living cartoon from the Isle of Smiles, which is located off the coast of California, about 60 kilometers away from San Diego. She came over to the real world sometime in the 1900s and has been getting into wacky hijinks ever since. This is the third request I've done of her, and in this one she is on a romantic dinner date with Carl Fairburn from the Sniper Elite game series. Next up, we had my friend Twinblade K stop in. Her request is of the Doctor, using his sonic screwdriver to try to examine a gamer driver. It took me an embarrassingly long time to get that table right, and I spent most of the rest of the time working on the background. I've been considering working on backgrounds first, so that my time lapses look better, but I'm not sure. What do y'all think? After that, I moved on to this art request of Luffy from One Piece. This request was from Prince Durdle, who is a young streamer on Twitch. I got most of it done on stream and finished up the final details shortly afterward. Let me just throw the final version up on screen for a second so y'all can take a look. By the way, links to the final versions of all my art requests can be found in the description down below, so feel free to peruse my galleries once you're done liking this video and subscribing to my channel, like I'm sure you were already planning to do. Now finally, we had Dusky Midnight and Drigsoon pop in, requesting an Ampwave / Protogen hybrid. Drigsoon was a returning viewer I hadn't seen in a long time. Last time they dropped in, I was still doing sketches. Back then I would offer a free basic sketch, but color was reserved for people who were willing to place a commission. The problem was twofold. Firstly, almost everyone preferred the free option, so my galleries were starting to overflow with nothing but rushed, messy, free sketches. The other problem was that I was spending more and more time on each person's sketch, to the point that I couldn't possibly keep up with how many people were coming in and placing requests. After a bit of trying and failing to make this work, I finally switched to the request model that I have today, where I provide a set amount of time to work on any level of detail or complexity that is asked of me. So rather than having to finish the whole request all at once, it gets broken up into multiple streams. And that was the last request. It was a little slower than it used to be, but I imagine it's going to take time for my viewers from before to notice that I'm back. Well, if you or someone you know is interested in a free art request, be sure to send them along to twitch.tv/desnooter. Link in the description below. I go live every Friday, so take a look at the Twitch schedule and drop a follow to get in on the next stream. Hope to see you there. Night-night!